Hey yo, the real story of LG continues. You heard? We bringing you that real Brooklyn history. We bringing you those real Brooklyn facts. Once again, this series is not to glorify any crime. It's not to promote the criminal lifestyle. It's to tell you what crack cocaine did to the ghettos of America and what drugs and guns did to our communities. And it's also to document some of the great times dudes managed to have as kids growing up in these war zones out in Brooklyn. You heard? So pay attention and let's learn something.
I woke up in that motherfucking house on a honey after watching that fucking movie, having a real live shootout. All I could remember was them niggas saying C.M.B. C.M.B. We all we got. I said, yo, son, I'm going downtown Brooklyn tomorrow, and the first 4 green nigga I see, I'ma splatter him.
Although we talking about the history of LG before C.M.B, we still want to know, how did that name C.M.B originate? Where did it come from?
Okay, the name C.M.B definitely came out of my mouth. And the 4 green niggas, I'm gonna shout the 4 green niggas out because they played a part of that. What happened was like this. I'm gonna take you back to March 8th. 1991, a Friday night. I give you the exact date because I had to Google this shit. March 8th, 1991. It was a Friday night. We in the crib in the projects doing what we do. Niggas like, yo, let's go to the movies. So it was me, my cousin Sab Boo. Shout out to my cousin Sab. My cousin Sab is actually my cousin who had a baby, who has a daughter by Sean, may she rest in peace, who was also my victim in my case. So this is my cousin. So it's me, my cousin, my man, LB, and another dude from my project. So we go to the movies 4D. Yo, New Jack City, let's go to the movies. Alright, fuck it. I swear to you, my man, I don't remember no promo, no advertisement, none of this shit for this movie. We 4 deep Friday night in the projects with nothing to do. We shoot downtown Brooklyn to the movie theater. Boom. We roll up in there, movie. As soon as we get up in there, the movie about to roll, so everybody is seated. We roll up in there, we take our seats, shit hit the screen.
Shit was dumb crowded in there though?
Yeah, it's dumb crowded. It's a full house. It's a full house. Let me not forget to say that.
You said it was open. You said it was opening night of New Jack City?
March 8th, 1991, Friday night, opening night. But the ill shit is this, homie. I don't remember no promo. I don't remember no advertisement. All I remember is a nigga saying, let's go to the movies today.
Y'all ain't even know y'all was gonna go see New Jack City?
No, he knew what we was going to see. He knew. One of my mans knew. I ain't know. I just rolled out. So when we get up in this motherfucker, like I said, it was a full house. We get up in there, motherfucker. We sit down. We watching the movie. You can imagine what that shit was like when it hit the big screen for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm gripped up. One of my mans, he holding, but he ain't gripped up. And you're going to understand what I mean when I say that. So I'm gripped up. One of my mans is holding. My cousin ain't got no burn, and the other nigga with me ain't got no burn. So all this New Jack shitty shit going on. Gunplay in the movie theater. Niggas is going crazy. Movie finally in. Now, you know when the movie in the movie theater, the lights come on. When the motherfucking lights came on and everybody stood up, I saw about 34 green motherfuckers. We downtown Brooklyn. This they stomping grounds. Why wouldn't they be here? I saw about 30 motherfuckers stand up.
You knew they was from 4 green? Like you knew they faces and shit?
I recognized 15 faces. The other 15 I don't know. That's how deep these niggas is, right? So now we making our way out the seating area. We get to the concession stand. A few niggas out there. So now niggas is stopping me. I run into mad niggas I went to junior high school with. A couple of niggas I done ran the streets with. So I'm sitting there sad rapping. But remember, I'm with 3 other motherfuckers. The 3 motherfuckers I'm with, my cousin included, they beeline to the door. They get the fuck up out of there. So as I'm talking to the 4 green niggas and I'm saying my pleasantries or my goodbyes, whatever the fuck, as I'm walking out, now when I hit the door, I got a decision to make. I can turn around and give these niggas my front and look confrontational, or I could give these niggas my back and keep it pushing. I know numbers, son. I gave these niggas my back and tried to keep it pushing. I ain't want to look confrontational. Man, I gave these niggas my back, man. No, as soon as I gave these niggas my back, son, these niggas start letting loose. These niggas, in totality.
What you mean though? Why they start shooting?
I have to assume niggas was just itching the pot coming out of that motherfucking movie theater watching Jackie.
So you saying you spoke to the niggas that you knew from Fort Green, and then it was another group of niggas you didn't know and they was looking funny?
No. There was so many of them niggas. I only knew half of them. I didn't know all them niggas.
After you spoke to them niggas and showed love, when you turned your back, niggas just start hitting?
Absolutely. That's exactly how that shit played out, my nigga. No other way, son. No other way. That's exactly what the fuck happened. So now, when these niggas start dumping on me, you remember how back in the days in New York City, they used to have big black garbage bags on the sidewalks?
Yeah.
So they had a stack of them shits on the sidewalk right near the theater. So when these niggas do, although them niggas threw 30, 40 shots, son, you better believe after that motherfucking second shot, I was returning fire. Don't get that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I had to jump behind these motherfucking garbage bags and return fire on these niggas. That's real talk. So I'm banging out with all these niggas. There's about 30 of these niggas. I don't know what the fuck what's going on. All I can assume is these niggas shooting at me because I had my back turned. So I'm hearing mad shots. I'm returning fire. I told you I was with 3 other niggas. One of them was holding. So I guess when them niggas started running, because remember, they left the theater a couple of seconds before me. They hit the corner on Fulton Street before me. When the shots rang out, they was already around the corner. So I'm assuming when my man heard the shots and realized I wasn't behind him, I'm assuming the nigga came back to help me. I seen the nigga through my peripheral vision, but then I heard the nigga in my right ear call my motherfucking name. Yo, this is my word. I had to call a nigga before I gave you this interview, son. Because we laugh about this shit to this day. This is my nigga. I ain't gonna put him out there like that, but this is my guy. Yo, the nigga called my name, son, and threw me his gun in a shootout. If I'm lying, I'm dying, my man. The nigga threw me his gun in the middle of a shootout. I picked the shit up. Now I'm firing like I'm Bruce Willis in the Last Boy Scout, son. I'm banging with 2 hammers with these niggas, son. We going at it. But I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. I guess my man was smarter than me because after that nigga threw the gun, he kept it pushing. I'm trying to get around that motherfucking corner with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blowing. After I emptied one of them shits, because I had a revolver and a motherfucking automatic. Once I emptied one of them shits, I hit that motherfucking corner and ran for my life. This is my word, son. I had to get all the way down to Junior's, jump in the motherfucking cab, take the cab back to the project. So now I return to the projects, and niggas in the projects like, yo, what the fuck happened? Because I'm dolo. The other 3 niggas is not with me. These niggas probably in McDonald's or some motherfucking way. I'm back in the projects on 100. Niggas is like, yo, what the fuck happened? Yo, the 4 green niggas, yo, this is my word. I'm going back down there tomorrow. Niggas like, yo, calm down. Nah, son, being young and dumb, I wasn't thinking. This is the message I want to get to these little niggas. You have to think before you act. I was so emotional, so hyped. That fucking stupid ass movie. I done came up in the crib, told these niggas, from now on, I will name it C.M.B. I swear to you, to this day, that's exactly what the fuck happened, son. I walked up in that motherfucking house on 100 after watching that fucking movie, having a real live shootout. All I could remember was them niggas saying C.M.B. C.M.B. We all we got. I said, yo, son, I'm going downtown Brooklyn tomorrow, and the first 4 green nigga I see, I'ma splatter him. Niggas is looking at me like, yo, this nigga bugging, but at the same time, we all itching the pot. Son, the next day, 12 o'clock noon, broad daylight. I loaded up a Mac, 36 shot clip, one in the head. We jumped in the cab, went downtown Brooklyn, jumped out in front of Junior, started walking up Fulton Street. Being young and dumb, son, I was ready to let that shit ring. Broad daylight, in front of everybody. I could have hit innocent bystanders. Like, I didn't care at that moment, son. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't care, because them niggas almost killed me that night. Like, and plus my adrenaline running off this stupid ass movie. You know what I mean? And I had that shootout, let's not forget that. So I'm walking up and down Fulton Street, son, with a fucking Mac on my hip, son. And I'm literally ready to splatter any Fort Greene nigga I see. As we walk up Fulton Street, we hit a Delphi, the movie theater block. This is what changed my mind to all that shit and made me give myself a reality check. When we walked up the block to the movie theater, it was boarded up and closed down forever. That was the end of that movie theater. We grew up in that movie theater. I watched Breaking in that movie theater, The Last Dragon, Crush Groove, Beat Street, all that shit in that movie theater. And that shootout closed that movie theater, son. That's when I realized, like, damn, we that fucking violent out here. Like, you know what I mean? That's when I was like, damn, that shit crazy. But at the same time, I ain't start that shit, my nigga. You caught that shit as soon as I started speaking. I gave them niggas that. I gave them niggas love. I walked out that fucking movie theater, gave them niggas my back, and they did what they did.
When you came out the movie theater, like, I already know how you give it up, how you walk and all of that. But when you came out that movie theater, was you extra thugging? Like, I'm talking about, like, with your body language, the way you was walking and moving through.
When I came out the movie theater, you gotta come out the seating area first, right? Boom, we on the first floor. So you come out the seating area, you come through doors. Now you gotta walk past the concession stand. As soon as I hit the concession stand, all the niggas I knew was right there. I ain't get a chance to bebop. I ain't get a chance to bebop. The niggas was right there. Yo, fool, yo, what's good? Yo, what's poppin'? Yo, what's good? Them niggas know who they are. And I'm not gonna sit here and say them the niggas that was shooting at me. I had my back to them niggas, so I don't know if them niggas was shooting at each other. You understand what I'm saying to you? I had my back turned. I ain't asked no fucking questions. I returned fire on them niggas. To this day, I don't know what the fuck them niggas was shooting at, who they was shooting at. All I know is I returned fire.
all y'all niggas was hyped off that New Jack City.
Yo, lads, that's exactly what the fuck happened, son. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? I was a child in '83, so I ain't get to get hyped back to Scarface. I'm telling you what the fuck happened when we walked out that movie theater watching New Jack City. And them Fort Greene niggas can attest to that shit. They remember that shit, but they played a part in me naming my clique C.M.B. I just want to shout the niggas out on that one. That's what happened. Word, that's what happened, guys. But my message to them little niggas is like, yo, son, don't be watch. That shit is entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Art imitates life, true indeed, but that shit is just entertainment. When we watching these fucking movies, going out there trying to kill shit up, man, because what they don't show you is all the aftermath after the shots is bust. They don't show you all that shit in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Word of mother. That was my first time seeing New Jack City, that March 8th, Friday night, 1991. I ain't see that movie again till probably on BET in the late 90s. Word of mother. Word, sir. That shit is crazy. Slap. Well, that's exactly how that shit played out, son.
So when you came downtown Brooklyn the next day, how much percentage of that move was New Jack City, and how much percentage of it was that niggas shot at you?
Oh, I'ma say 60-40. 60% them niggas shot at me. 40% we C.M.B. now. It's the next day. We itching the pop. After that shootout, remember, because I got stabbed January, hospital February. Out the hospital February. It's March 8th, the shootout. By March 15th or March 20th, I was on Rikers Island. So Right after the shootout, I'm on Rikers Island, and this Brooklyn Bronx shit going on. So Brooklyn niggas is standing together. So me and these 4 green niggas is like, yo, what's good? What's happening? Y'all good? All right, everything all right? We got to hold each other down. Fuck all that other shit.
Nobody never came clean, though? Nobody said, yo, I was one of them niggas that was shooting at you that night?
Nah, nigga ain't gonna do that. Nigga wasn't that stupid in that environment to say that. You know what I mean? We laughed and joked about that shit because there was so many niggas, and I never dug deep to investigate what the fuck happened. We was young and dumb, itching the pot. I ain't get hurt. No harm, no foul. Sad to say, but that's how that shit went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it's another legendary movie theater shooting story that I gotta get on this channel, man.
I know what you gonna say, but I'm gonna hear it out. Which one?
The Fort Greene shit, you know what I mean? You already know.
Yeah, you talking about motherfucking Minister Society.
That's the movie that they was watching when that shit happened?
Absolutely. They closed that movie. They closed the Metropolitan Movie Theater now. And that's my guy. My guy did that. My guy got caught up in that shit. He came through prison, shot up from that incident. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we gotta get that one.
Yeah, mine was New Jack City. His was motherfucking Minister Society. His was a 9-3. I was on the island for his. His was 9-3. Mine was 9-1.
That's
both
crazy.
of those movie theaters was legendary downtown Brooklyn. Them shits is both gone.
And the joint that was by Erasmus. Which one was by Erasmus?
I'm not familiar with that one. I heard about it. I'm just not familiar with it. That was a real popular shit back in the days in Brooklyn.
Damn, what's the name of that shit? Leave a comment if you know the name of that movie theater that was by Erasmus, man. I can't believe I can't think of it right now.
That was real popular. Matter of fact, on some bull real G shit, I was in Queensboro on my way home, and I was chopping it up with one of the police, and he used to always talk about that motherfucking movie theater. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, because he was a Flatbush cat.
That shit was dangerous. Every Brooklyn movie theater was dangerous, man. If you was smart, you took your ass to Manhattan.
Yeah, right? Yo, my last movie theater, my last movie in Manhattan at the Deuce, where it was like, the Deuce, it was an Easter Sunday. It had to be Easter 90. Godfather 3. We went to Manhattan. The shit was cool. But in Queens, they had to bang out at the Sunrise movie theater that night. And I ended up bidding and getting to know them niggas too. I know them niggas personally too. The Queens Sunrise movie theater. It might have not been Easter. It might have been Christmas. Yeah, it might have been Christmas 90 going into 91. It was the Sunrise movie theater in Queens. It was the bang out for the Godfather 3 movie. Yeah. That New Jack City shit fucked our heads up. I ain't gonna lie, son. I was in the middle of gunfire and came home and named my crew C.M.B. So you know that shit had an effect on us.
Yo, that's crazy, because I always wondered if niggas got that name from New Jack City.
And that was before these motherfucking New Orleans dudes, Cash Money Brothers and Cash Money Records. This is way before that, son. This is real rap. This is real rap. I came home from a motherfucking shootout with about 20 niggas and stamped that on us. I stamped that handle on my motherfucking clip. Not because we was no notorious drug dealers and we had the Carter Hotel and we had a stranglehold on the projects and we was doing big things. Nah, that wasn't who we were. We was a bunch of little badass kids itching the pot with our guns. And I came home from a shootout and said, I named C.M.B. Tomorrow we going downtown to see if them niggas still want to have another shootout. Simple as that, my man.
Yo, and let me ask you, when you said your man threw him his gun, what you mean? He slid it on the ground, or he actually tossed it in the air?
Well, we wasn't too far from each other, so don't give me the line. I can't remember if he threw it or he slid it, but he wasn't close enough to just slide it. So I'm gonna have to say he tossed it to me. He tossed that shit to me, son. We laugh about this shit to this day, son. Yo, son, that's why I said to you, I was gripped up. My man was just holding. When I saw all them niggas jump up after watching that fucking movie, it was a great possibility shots was gonna ring out. A great possibility, so I was gripped up and on point. But after seeing the niggas I knew and conversing with niggas, dapping it up, but you know how that shit go, what Big say? Hugs and pounds before the throwdown. Ladies, niggas, slow down. You know what I mean? That's how that shit went down, real talk. researching what the fuck happened, years later, I come to find out that when you come out the movie theater and when you make a right, you walk towards Fort Greene, that's Willoughby. You make a left, you walk towards Fulton. That's downtown where all the shopping areas at. So when I came out and I had to make that left to go towards fucking Fulton Street, and them shots rang out when I had my back turned, from reading the articles about that actual shooting, 2 dudes had an incident. One came outside, waited for the other, and he let off. When he let off with they said he had a Tech, I think a Tech 9 in the article. He let off so many motherfucking shots, the article said 100 shots was fired. This is what I mean when I tell you I had my back turned and them niggas let loose. You thought them niggas was probably shooting at me. Now when you reading that article, motherfucker just put everybody's life in jeopardy. He wanted to shoot one person and damn near killed everybody. You know what I'm saying? But he took that shit towards Willoughby Avenue. That's going towards Fort Greene. So I guess when they got down on Willoughby Avenue, nigga might have chased the nigga or some stupid shit, popped the nigga down on Willoughby Avenue. So somebody actually lost their fucking life that night. All because one motherfucker couldn't sit there, watch a movie and be entertained. He had to come outside and cause all that ruckus, all that mayhem, put everybody's life in jeopardy, and even take somebody's life. Yeah, if you research the articles on that shit, you'll see. Once the motherfuckers left Adelphi movie theater and ran towards Fort Greene, after all that gunfire at the movie theater, motherfuckers kept shooting, killed the motherfucker over by Fort Greene. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Hey yo, if you ain't watching that, the real story of LG series we putting out on YouTube, you lack it, you heard? We 11 episodes in, that's a fact, you heard? Brooklyn Legacy, LAZ. Shout out to bro Fruitquan, shout out to Puerto Rican Mikey. We got the whole Lafayette Gardens, the whole Brooklyn tuned in. That's a fact. We doing more numbers on YouTube than a lot of these shows is doing on television. You heard? We moving out here. If you ain't watching this and you from Brooklyn, you heavily lacking. We in these streets. We taking over these YouTube streets. That's a fact. Get at me, LAZ. Hey yo, make sure y'all go to zyboutique.com. You heard? The homie Fruitquan and his wife out here working. You feel me? With their own business moving, getting that bread the right way and the legal way. You feel me? When an ex-felon come out that pen and he out here trying to do the right thing like Spike Lee and Rosie Perez, you go support that. You heard? zyboutique.com. Let's get it. LAZ, Z-Man, Suicide Polo with the Ski Man. You already know. Brooklyn.